What I said was, this deck is insane for this tournament, and obviously it was shown because Disaster brought all of their players to it and got into the top 8. What happens is the metagame changes. Now we have D-Shift, we have Control Blood, we have all of these slower decks, we have Aegis. Midsword does not do well against these decks, and bringing it to this tournament, I feel like, is just saying, you know what, this is what I felt like was comfortable, but they didn't metagame for this week, and I think it's going to punish them pretty heavily. Anyone actually bringing Midsword, that is. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Can you tell me what that card is? Because
Fairy
that card
Dragon, okay.
Is in a
Before this
deck.
tournament even started, yeah. Before this tournament even started, I was just like, wait a minute. Piao is bringing Fairy Dragon. So Fairy Dragon is a 2-play 0.04 ward that gets +1 power anywhere that it's in your deck for every fairy that's died this game. So it fits more. I will give Piao this. It fits more into a PTP deck than any other style of forest deck. However, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it ever actually comes into play.
I'm not buying.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. It is a 2-cost ward, and as I did mention in previous weeks and even yesterday, wards are very important right now just to be able to stop a Storm Follower or maybe 2. It kind of is like a Mask of Black Death type of thing. So maybe that's what Piao's using it for. It's his version of Mask of Black Death in his PTP deck.
Well, it does have 4 defense, but I'm not buying. It
doesn't count down. It doesn't count down. Okay.
That's true. It doesn't count down. Okay. But I don't care if it's for sale. I'm still not buying. Okay.
That's fair. I can't blame you. I'm a little confused by it, but you know, Piao is a competitive player. He stormed it up with, you know, PTP last time he played it, so I'm sure he's tested this deck quite a bit and has a very specific reason for it. I can't blame him.
Well, you know what, man? I hope I'm proven wrong. Actually, you know what, mate? I just wondered, does Fairy Dragon...
But real quick, I just want to say that Piao just got a beautiful Altered Fate, and you can see him breathe a sigh of relief right now because of that draw.
Yeah. Does Fairy Dragon actually work off of Altered Fate?
Ooh. I don't think so. I think if you overdraw it might, but I don't think discarding does.
Well, I want to know.
I don't think so. I want to say no.
It's hard to say, man. I don't know.
That I don't know. I haven't seen Fairy Dragon or even thought about it realistically since it came out. So
yeah, I didn't think about it either. It just popped into my head. Does it work?
Yeah. And this is a beautiful turn too. Double Elf Child May into an Evo. Never mind. This works too. A regular Evo also works. And then he can get that Spring Green protection down. Has a Mystic Ring in case he finds something that he wants to throw back. Already has a Roach for combo with a Pixie Mischief. I think he's looking really good right now.
You know, my mind is very much wrapped around the Fairy Dragon Altered Fate interaction. I have to know, Piao. You have to do it, man. You have to do it.
That's fair. And honestly, in this matchup, it can really come into play. It can block that Albert turn, right? So basically just extend the game that one more turn that you might need to get the PTPs online to finish out the game. Now, in saying that, Lest... Right. You gotta start drawing some Fairy Dragons, bruh. But Lest is essentially doing the thing that Forest has the most problems with. It's putting out wide boards with lots of toughness. Very hard to get around when you're playing a bunch of 1/1s and 1 damage effects and not much else, right? So for the next few turns, especially with Alwita's commands and things like that, it's just going to be really hard for Piao to actually stabilize here. And also, if you notice, because he has to play so defensively, has not gotten any chip damage in, which means that PTP and Roach combos are that much farther away.
Well, Sword does actually sometimes do pretty well against PTP because it has access to those Storm cards. Sure. And the thing about Piao's list is I don't believe he's running anything that's higher than PTP's casting cost. So he's not running any heal.
That's what I've noticed about most of the lists now, is they're just going super light so that their early Altered Fates do exactly what we saw Piao do and just be able to do something.
Am I a grown-up yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm really wondering about. Really wondering.
I think we might actually see Pixie Mischief. Yeah. Yeah, I like this play a lot.
Hey, did you ever think you would see a Club Soldier in someone's hand?
Hey man, Pixie Mischief's one of my favorite cards that I don't think is played enough in Forest decks. I think that people only think of it as a combo card that you just bounce spells. Like, if I already filled up with Airbound Barrages, I already filled up with, you know, Nature's Guidance, maybe I want an extra effect like that. It's not the same thing. It is a tempo-oriented card that allows you to bounce a high-cost follower back to their hand, especially after they've evoed it, right? So it's just a really nice value play. I mean, it can do things that no other card in Forest can do, right? It can bounce a Spawn of the Abyss back to hand. It can bounce a Front Guard General back to hand. It can do a lot of things that most Forest cards can't do, and I just feel like it's criminally underplayed.
A lot of something.
A lot of somethings. I mean, even a turn 1 Spring Queen protection when you're on the draw into a turn 2 Pixie Mischief to bounce a 2-drop when you don't have an answer to it is a nice little tempo play, and it allows you to draw more cards.
You know, I don't think I've seen Piao with less than 5 cards in his hand this entire game.
Yeah. Yeah. Drawing cards like it's his business, and he needs to, because he is against the ropes right now, I would say. Every single card that Les plays from here on out is just going to be really backbreaking for Piao to deal with, given his hand.
Yeah, and Les, he's got a pretty gas hand, man. I mean, I think you just played it Alwitas and go all dome.
Oh, 100%. Alwitas, you can't really find a good trade here, unfortunately, to plop down the Staircase. So, yeah, just plop it down, go all face, save the Evo.
Yep. No reason to use the Evo. No reason to do anything else. And, well...
No Altered Fate. So, no way to actually activate that PTP. If he could activate PTP this turn, he could have had a shot to win this game.
Yes, but he can't.
Right.
No.
He can do some good work to cleaning up this board. I mean, he does have a Roach in hand to clear something. He also has Elf Song to pump his board.
Yeah, but if one thing lives, he's dead. If he doesn't, one thing lives, dead. Because the Albert is right there just waiting. Just waiting.
And actually, one thing will live. The Roach will come down to clear out one other follower, that 1/3 Club Soldier that got bounced a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Will actually be the downfall of Piao this game. Yep.
Yep. No Fairy Dragon. I'm sad.
Oh, never mind. Did I miscount? No, I didn't miscount. That fairy can't attack.
No, you didn't miscount. You're good. It's alright, Exo. You didn't miscount.
Yep. We're good.
You're good. You're good, man.
Yeah, well, so realistically, this was kind of close. If Piao would have gotten one more Altered Fate this game, he could have walked away with this game, but without doing so,
it all ends here.
Yep.
Albert.
And Albert finishing games. And
oh yeah, so I did make one mistake. The Club Soldier that got bounced just got played for the lulls at the end there. That wasn't the one that was still in play.
Oh right, because he had actually played a Council of Card Knight.
That's right.
He actually played one the turn right after that Club Soldier was bounced.
Right. Council of Card Knights, I swear, is unreal. That card is so good. 3/9 for 5 with Bane, Ward, and Storm. It's hard to beat that value.
Well, it's gonna be costing 6.
That's true. It's gonna be in the same slot as Alwitas, so you're gonna have to make choices now. I honestly think even at 6, it might still be better than Alwitas.
Yeah.
I don't quote me on that, but preliminary thoughts. Me thinks that it still might be slightly better.
Well, there is one thing I'll say about that. It does make your 5 slots a little easier.
That's true. It does make the 5 slots easier. Maybe we'll start to see some of the new cards like Barbarossa see play in Sword. But in any case, I kind of want to jump into this. All right, so Les, remember when I talked a couple weeks ago about a Haven deck that can beat PDK? and kind of like take over the meta. You know what Les is playing today?
He's playing a deck that can beat PDK and probably take over the meta.
This is the deck. I don't know if Les saw anything of what I was doing or if he came up with it all on his own, but this is almost identical, sans a few cards, to the deck that I was talking about. It's a Haven deck that runs Aether of the White Wing into Moonal Mirage into Taurus, no Aegis in here, and
right.
Bird Keeping Disciple on and to give you that little tempo push in the mid game. So I'm really happy to see Les playing this.
Yeah, as you know, I played this deck a lot, and I felt really comfortable in a lot of my matchups with that deck. The only matchups that I didn't feel comfortable with were matchups that I just hadn't played enough.
Sure.
So not like I would just straight up lose. Like I didn't feel like it was any matchups I just lost. It was, a little difficult. Don't really know how to navigate this matchup. But we see less. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the one key difference that he has in his deck is his 5-drops, he's not running Cleric Lancer. This, I believe, is the first Haven deck that we've seen without Cleric Lancer in it. And instead, he's running what we can see in his hand now in Ancient Lion Spirit. So he kind of made a tech choice with that.
You see a Fairy Dragon. We see a Fairy Dragon.
Well, it will definitely get bigger, especially knowing these Ancient Lion Spirits in hand here. Very good against PTP Force. Generally speaking, will kill fairies.
Really?
Oh, he says it too. So sorry, he says.
There goes your board, bro.
Oh no. The smack
there goes
talk,
your board,
the
bro.
leader.
Oh well, Lest has done that a few times. Like just a few times.
This
Board
does
out of
make
here, man.
Fairy Dragon bigger, though. This does make Fairy Dragon bigger.
Yo, I want to see a gigantic Fairy Dragon. Okay.
I
need
want
to
Les
know.
Draw to drop when it hits play. It's just like, what?
What is that?
How do I beat
I mean, he would have had this in the deck list.
Right, of course. He knows they're in there.
Yeah, he would have had seen it, but when it's played, it's like, wait, he actually played it?
Right.
You know? Hey man, show me something. Oh my goodness, he got.
It's huge. Look how huge that dragon it is.
Yeah. It's a 5/6 for 2, baby.
That's not bad. That's not bad stats.
No, it's not. Les, you're supposed to be smiling or something because he played that. And there's like no reaction.
Honestly, if I was Les here, this is Moonal Mirage Evo face all day. Every day. That Moonal Mirage being able to be dealt with by PTP Forest, slim to none.
Yeah. Dome piece, bro. Dome piece. And Piao was like, oh no!
Oh. No Evo there. I'm so sad. But that's okay, Les. That's okay. You're more tempered than I am.
I would have Evo'd face entirely, and that's why Lest is in this tournament, and that's why I am here.
Realistically, though, there's not even a way to deal with this. I mean, Wood of Brambles just freshly drawn does give him away now. So actually, an Evo on that Moonal Mirage would have guaranteed victory next turn. No Evo. You know what, Aya? I had the right play. You had the right play. Les didn't have the right play. How about that? How about that?
Oh, hey, I'll take it. Hey, man, small victories, man.
Small victories. I mean, this is not to say that Les is behind in this game at all. He's already got his opponent to 7. He plays Taurus the Great in his deck, as well as Aether of the White Wing, so this is just a matter of time.
Now, how many moons?
Oh, it's so bright.
I believe he's running 2 Moonal Mirages. I think the same number I was running.
So he could draw Aether of the White Wing and get Moon.
That's true. Aether of the White Wing will pull Moon as well. That's another thing that we talked about the last couple days. So Dark John we've seen in slots. Curate we've seen in slots for these decks. Moonal Mirage is the only thing that kind of works like Taurus the Great to either A, push a tempo advantage, or B, give you kind of like a Saha Quill type effect in the deck and put a bunch of toughness or defense into play.
Now, Taurus the Great Now, I know that you are a fan of this card. Okay?
I love.
All right. Tell the people about Taurus, man.
So Aegis comes out on turn 9. It doesn't have Storm, and you might not have Evolution Orbs to make it have any presence in the late game. Taurus the Great doesn't need an Evo point, because it will kill an enemy follower if you need to in a pinch. It deals 5 damage in Storm, and you can continually do it with Aether of the White Wing and Taurus the Great in your deck. You literally just non-stop do it after you've controlled the early game with your tempo, and you just finish the game. And it's exactly what's going to happen next turn with that Aether of the White Wing. Don't wait for Aegis. Who needs Aegis? You don't need it. You don't need to play that game. Just play Aether of the White Wing, win the game. Don't stall the game, win it.
Yeah. No need to sit there for 20 years and wait. That's a pretty sweet animated PTP, though. Gotta say. But I think someone's about to... You know what I'm about to say, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, realistically, the Dance of Death plus Evo point was good enough. But yes, this is way cooler. Unless knocking Piao out of the Contenders Cup with one of my favorite plays in the game right now, Aether of the White Wing into Taurus the Great.
There it is. Lest taking the win. Taurus the Great on the Evolve 7-6, because Aether of the White Wing will also increase its defense by 1, which, by the way, is great synergy with Moon El Mirage, because then that health point gets incredibly huge and you can't kill the damn thing. But Lest takes the win there. Piao gets knocked out, and he was actually a crowd favorite.